All I want you to do now is find a quiet place to sit or lie down. Take a slow, deep breath and just relax. Just be in and now. And to help you relax even more, imagine in your mind's eye a single candle which is lit. Focus your mind on the flame of the candle. Notice the flickering and dancing of the flame as the yellow and red swirl around. Keep the candle in your mind as you go very gently, very deeply into a profound state of relaxation. As the flame flickers and dances, you notice a halo around the flame, and if you find your mind wandering away from the flame of the candle, just bring it gently back again. And as you keep the flame of the candle there in your mind, I will count you down from 10 to 1. Each number will make you 10 times more comfortable and relaxed than you are now. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deeply relaxed. 0. You're now very deeply relaxed, and each and every suggestion that you make will go deeply into your mind. Just take a slow, deep breath, hold it, and slowly let it out. You are now very comfortable, relaxed, and your subconscious mind is open and receptive to the suggestions you're going to hear. I'd like to congratulate you on taking the decision to tackle overeating and to welcome you to this powerful hypnotic self-empowerment session. As you drift even more deeply into this comfortable, relaxing feeling, I'm going to take you on an imaginative journey whereby you can use the power of your wonderful subconscious mind to help you lose the excess weight that you've been carrying around for so long. And it's because you really want to lose weight that you've decided to use the gastric band hypnosis to help you. You've probably read the success stories of others who have lost weight by this method. The surgery is non-invasive and has excellent results. The gastric band surgery is even safer because you can undergo this operation without physically going under the knife. So I want you to listen very attentively and use your imagination to visualize the things I suggest to the very best of your ability. Make the images real. Notice any sounds or smells that accompany your impressions. Firstly, I want you to imagine that you've chosen the clinic or hospital where this procedure is to take place, and you're sat in the doctor's office undergoing your first consultation. The doctor is very kind and friendly, and he really puts you at ease. You're told that obesity isn't something to be ashamed of. It is a disease which can be treated successfully by using this method. You listen carefully as the doctor provides you with all the facts. You will have the operation by keyhole surgery and will probably only need to stay in overnight. There will be a follow-up appointment a few weeks later when you will be x-rayed to see if the band needs to be adjusted slightly. You really want to go through with this procedure. You can't wait to lose weight, and you leave the clinic feeling happy and optimistic. I want you to project your mind into the future now and imagine that it's time for you to go for your gastric band operation. You've not eaten or drunk anything, fasting since the night before, and you arrive with a small hurdle and check in at the reception desk. You're taken to your room and given a gown to change into, and then you climb into bed and perhaps maybe read for a while. Very soon a nurse arrives and asks you some questions, takes your temperature and blood pressure and writes down some notes. She puts the hospital bracelet onto your wrist before leaving the room. After a short time, you see the door opening and a man in a green gown enters your room. He introduced himself to you as the anaesthetist, asks you a few questions and explains what it is going to happen. His visit is followed by the doctor, who gives you a few tips about what to expect afterwards. He explains they will provide you with healthy eating guides and information on the different activities which will benefit you. The healthy eating guides won't be an issue for you because you won't want to eat junk foods and you won't be able to overeat. The gastric band will make sure of that. He tells you to make friends with your band and let it do its job for you, helping you to lose weight. The doctor departs and shortly afterwards it is time to be taken to the operating theatre. The trolley arrives and you're gently eased onto it and covered with a white cloth. The anaesthetist greets you. Part of his face is covered, but you recognise those twinkling eyes. He asks for your name and your date of birth as he prepares your injection and gently rubs the area with a swab of cotton wool and some cool liquid. A nurse is on the other side of you. She is holding your hand and talking to you as though she'd known you all your life. Can you feel anything? The anaesthetist inquires as he gently prods your stomach. And you realise that the area is numb, so you shake your head. Even with the bright lights overhead, you're beginning to feel a little sleepy. And close your eyes. The surgeon is now ready to perform the keyhole surgery, and he explains that your stomach is to be divided so as to produce a small pouch about the size of a golf ball. He is using a special instrument called a staple gun, which both cuts and staples simultaneously. The small pouch is then separated from the rest of your stomach, which is left undisturbed. You can almost feel what he's doing, yet there's no discomfort at all, just a slight tugging and the sound of your staple gun now and again as it does its job. The surgeon cheerfully informs you that the small bowel is now going to be divided and that the lower cut end will be brought up to the pouch which was created. The nurse tells you that everything is going to be fine, just as it should. The small bowel which has been brought up is now being joined to the pouch, so that a very small hole can connect the pouch to the bowel. Again, there is no discomfort, just a distant awareness that something is happening in your body, but by now you are too sleepy to care. The nurse tells you that this procedure is almost over. All they need to do now is to connect the remaining end of your bowel on a side to side to join them together. The surgeon is very skilled and knows exactly what he's doing. His white gloved hands are gentle and you feel so comfortably relaxed that you now begin to drift off into a deep, comfortable sleep. I'll be quiet for a few moments whilst you drift into this wonderful, peaceful sleep, knowing that your operation is over and you will be able to eat and drink, soon be able to eat and drink. Just relax. After a while, you open your eyes and you look around, wondering at first where you are, and then you remember your gastric band surgery. The anaesthetic has started to wear off a little, and you notice now where the keyhole surgery was performed. There's a slight discomfort, but it's easily bearable, and you know it will soon wear off. The nurse arrives and takes your temperature once more before checking your blood pressure again. She tells you that everything is fine and the operation went well, just as you knew it would. Then a trolley arrives and you are asked what you would like to drink. You sip it slowly, thankful for the refreshing liquid. You're encouraged to get up and sit in the chair next to your bed. You feel so glad that you have had the surgery and you can't wait to lose weight. After a while, a meal arrives. You think to yourself, there's not as much on the plate as you used to eat, and wonder if there'll be enough. But amazingly, just after a few nibbles, you find that you are already full. It's the same with every meal. You eat smaller and smaller portions, finding you're so easily satisfied that you just don't want any more food. You're eating more slowly and really chewing your food well before swallowing. This is good because it gives you a chance to savour and enjoy each mouthful. And because you're easily full, you find that you can't eat anywhere near as much as you used to. The next few hours go by in a haze, until it's time for you to be discharged. The doctor has been back to visit you and is pleased with how well everything went. You're given an appointment for a follow-up checkup, and your loved one is here to take you home. You're now fully clothed and your hold-all is packed. You say thank you to the nurses who cared so well for you as you prepare to leave. Over the next few days and weeks, you find yourself eating very small portions of healthy, nutritious food. The slight discomfort soon wears off, and you find that you're able to do all the things that you used to do so much more easily now. The excess weight is dropping off you. You're becoming lighter and slimmer and happier and proud of yourself. Your confidence is increasing day by day, and you realise that it's all down to your gastric band operation. In a moment, I'm going to count you out of hypnosis. You'll feel exactly as though this operation occurred in your physical life. The memory of the surgery will remain vivid and clear. 1, 2, 3, eyelids beginning to flicker. 4, eyes opening. 5, eyes open wide, awake, mind and body returning to normality.